Life, they say, is not bed of roses because it's a journey of mixed feelings that carry pains and joy. In this poignant documentary, we dive into the lives of Nigerian pastors who have each experienced the profound pain of losing someone dear to their heart. And we will also explain the cause of their death, what a painful experience it is. The cause of death of the third pastor's child in this list will make you sad. Also, we explore how they navigate the depths of graves while holding on to their unwavering faith. From coping with the loss to finding hope in the midst of sorrow. These pastors exemplify the transformative power of faith in times of adversity. So now let's go down to business. At number one is Bishop Mike Okonkwo, a dynamic preacher and a leader. Bishop Okonkwo is the founder of the Redeemed Evangelical Mission. This bishop is known for his engaging sermons and commitment to holistic Christian living. His influence extends beyond the pulpit, reaching audience globally through various media platforms. Together with the wife, Bishop Peace Okonkwo, they both have been spearheading numerous gospel events ever since they came together. Awesome. But sadly, in December 1984, 2 years after they had their first daughter, this bishop and his wife went for a crusade in Abeokuta, Nigeria, which was a success. But on Christmas Eve, after return back from the crusade, their daughter developed a high fever which led to her death on the early morning of the 26th of December 1984. This incident happened on the day while the pastor was going out to preach. Though the pastor prayed, but after praying she did not come back to life. So he decided to leave her in the room and still went for his preaching without mentioning what happened to anyone. What a faith. This alone would have made an unrooted believer to forsake his faith, knowing fully well that she died on Boxing Day when gifts are presented. Such a believer would have just thought in his heart that God presented him with a bad gift. But thank God that this bishop is still holding on to his faith. At number two is Pastor Elijah Aban, who was one of the founding members of government established in 1956, who later became the general overseer of government in 1987, succeeding Pastor Reuben George. Since then, himself and his wife have played a crucial role in the church's growth and development. His family continued to be actively involved in the ministry, contributing to the ongoing growth and impact of the church. These passions from his family member to drive the growth of the church to the next level was what led to the ordination of one of his sons, Emmanuel Folorunso Abino, into the office of a pastor who was very supportive to his father's ministry. Unfortunately, on the 28th April 2001, after a brief illness, according to the PM News, death came and took him away from us just 3 months after his appointment as the member of the executive council of the church. Not only that this news is painful but very sad to the general overseer who was coming out from the loss of his wife that was buried in September 2014 after a brief illness as well. So sad. But thanks to God that this pastor has not forsaken his faith. Alright, at number three, the cause of the death of this pastor's child touched my heart, and I believe it's going to touch your heart as well. At number three is Bishop Wole Iss. He's the founder and the presiding bishop of Sword of the Spirit Ministry, also known as Christ Life Church. The ministry was established in 1983 and has grown significantly. This pastor is known for his powerful teaching and evangelistic crusade. Bishop Wole Iss has been instrumental in the spreading of the Christian faith across Nigeria and internationally. He often holds a large-scale crusade and revival meetings that draws thousands of attendees. He is the current president of the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. Sadly, the failed system of his country, Nigeria, led to the death of his only daughter, Miss Dorcas Oke, in 2001. Dorcas was a 300-level student of engineering at the University of Lagos. Before her death, the 17-year-old girl had a typhoid fever and was given a drug, which was unknown to the medics and apparent that the drugs were adulterated drugs, leading to her untimely death. Dorcas was the first of the two children in the family. However, her death led to the establishment of Doha, an Hope Alive Foundation for Children, which was an excellent way for them to keep her hope alive and overcome the grief. Thank God that the pastor is still holding on to faith despite his loss. Glory be to Jesus. Finally, at number four is Pastor Enoch Adeboye, often referred to as Pastor E.A. Adeboye. He is a prominent Nigerian pastor, preacher, and the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, one of the largest and the fastest growing Pentecostal church in Africa and worldwide. He is known for his charismatic preaching style, spiritual leadership, and involvement in various charitable works, very committed to things of God. But sadly, on the 4th of May 2001, the third surviving child of the Reverend cleric died in his sleep on Wednesday in Eke, Akwa Ibom State of Nigeria, where he was based with his family. His death was a shocking news to a lot of people. While some were mourning with the pastor, others were mocking the general overseer to raise his child from the dead if he is a man of God. But through the encouragement from friends and family, the pastor was able to overcome and stick to his faith. Glory be to Jesus. Now, it is important to know that despite their loss, each of these pastors still delivers a message of hope and resilience to their congregation, inspiring others who might be going through the similar experience. And now, for some that might be saying, why can't they raise their sons or daughters from the dead if truly the Jesus they serve can raise the dead? I want you to know that despite the fact that God used Elisha mightily even to raise the dead, he himself died of sickness. And in fact, after he died, his bones brought a dead man back to life. So be encouraged and don't lose your faith. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel.